There you have it, folks. Another week of stressful Steelers football is what I'm going to keep calling it, man. Steelers lose 37-30.
They scored 30 points.
They did, but they still lost. I do not count that garbage time touchdown, by the way, by Najee. In my book, we only scored 23 points. Keep in mind we scored 20 in the first half. So what does that put us in the second? I do not count garbage time scores. I do not count garbage time stats. Because there's no point. We lost.
It was a very a horrible performance.
It was a gut-wrenching loss because very similar to the Miami Dolphins game on Sunday night where we had all second half to win the game. That's exactly what we had today. We had all second half to win the game up until the team just completely gave up. Yeah. But when I mean gave up, they had two back-to-back penalties, a holding and an illegal man downfield penalty, which put us back to 1st and 25. And then instead of getting aggressive, we decide to dunk it down to receivers where Pickett and his accuracy can't even check it down to his receivers. And on 3rd and 25, we just run a draw. 3rd and 25, and we just say, you know what?
They run it.
We give up. And at that point, if you watch the stream with us and Sermon, shout out to him, it took the life out of us.
It completely drained us.
And that took the life out of everyone on the team, as if there was any life at that point. It killed the team. At that point, the Bengals said, you know what? We're just going to close this puppy. We're going to end it. God, that was absolute terrible, man. And I hate games like that because they're the worst losses when it was so winnable at that point.
And that fucking play right there, that 3rd and 25 play where they ran the ball, just a few years ago, Tyler Boyd hourly said, the Steelers gave up.
Yep.
Steelers didn't show heart. They gave up. And to this day, he remains right.
Yep. As we show it again today, man. This was just an absolute rough performance from the Steelers on both sides of the ball, especially the defense all game. All game. Outside of a couple plays we'll talk about, defense is absolute trash. Complete garbage. And we had Watt back healthy. We had Minka back healthy. We had the same defense we had week 1 versus the Bengals where we got 7 sacks and 4 picks. That same healthy defense allowed 37 points in their own house.
And keep in mind, the Cincinnati Bengals did not have Jamar Chase in this matchup.
And Joe Mixon went out with
a concussion.
Yeah. Halfway through the game. And their backup, Samaje Perine, he had 3 receiving touchdowns. A backup running back had as many touchdowns on us as A.J. Brown had a couple weeks back.
Damn,
yeah.
When you put it that way.
I had to put it that way.
Because it's true.
The defense was absolute garbage, man. Absolute. Burrow had 350 on us.
355 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. He did throw 2 interceptions, one that was intercepted by Levi Wallace and TJ Watt, which was out of the blue.
That's it. That's the only thing we can say about defense. 2 interceptions. 2. That's it. Outside of that, 355 in the air for Burrow, 4 touchdowns. Perine getting 3 of them. A 4th one coming to
Trenton Irwin, who's a backup wide receiver. He's only getting playing time because Jamar Chase is out.
And he got 42 yards and 1 touchdown. The dude looks like Adam Cole. Baby. He looks like that one alien from Men in Black. Remember?
The second one.
The guy with the trench coat. You guys know what I'm talking about.
And let's not forget T. Higgins, number 85 himself, torched us with 9 receptions for 148 yards. Completely torched our secondary.
T. Higgins playing number 1 and showing you that he can play number 1. This defense playing soft all game.
All game.
All game. No pressure whatsoever. We only got 2 sacks on Burrow. 1 from Hayward, 1 from Highsmith. No pressure. The ground game was good. I mean, we did good at stopping the ground game, but
they didn't have to run the ball.
No, when Burrow is throwing it 39 times and getting 355 in the air, why should you run the ball?
Joe Burrow and the offense, man, from week 1, they really rebounded big time.
Yes, they did, man.
Against our defense that completely embarrassed them.
Burrow said that he wasn't going to do what he did week 1. He wasn't going to throw 4 picks. He threw 4 touchdowns today.
Yeah. We embarrassed them in their house, and they embarrassed us in our house.
Yep. At least statistically. Embarrassing statistically.
Yeah.
The Bengals pretty much did what they did to us last year. They blew us out. The only thing is they didn't sweep us this year. They arguably should have. Arguably shouldn't have even won that Week 1 matchup, but they beat us badly in our house while we're in the color rush. The defense was terrible. Nothing excuses the defense. Nothing. We were just bad. Even in the first half where the offense was doing solid, the best first half we've seen from the Steelers offense all season, they put up 20 points in the first half.
Yeah, Pickett looked real good. We got the running game going in the first half. The receivers were doing real good. George Pickens had himself a good first half.
Muth had a good first half. We coming into this game, we had a season high 20 points. We got that in the first half. In the second, we only got 3. I don't count that garbage time touchdown. We got 10 points. What did they do? I don't count.
Well, we got 3 points, a field goal from Matthew Wright, and that was because of T.J. Watt's interception.
Other than that, the team completely took their foot off the gas. Just stopped playing. The offense had a very solid first half. Very solid. We were leading 2017. The Bengals doubled their points. We only got 3 thanks to TJ and a garbage time touchdown. We took our foot off the gas. The entire second half offense was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Garbage time touchdown. That's all it was.
And a run play on 3rd and 25.
Yeah, the team gave up. The team gave up, man. There was just no consistency. Once again, it just absolutely just took the foot off the gas. That's terrible.
Yeah.
They get up by a lead and just stop playing football. And this was in Hines, man, under the lights. There was no pigeon power today.
Nah, I didn't see one pigeon at Heinz Field.
No.
I don't know what the hell happened. What'd they do? They cage them up?
Probably.
Next time you got to unleash them. Throw some bird seeds up on the field.
Oh, God.
Let them roam free.
We lost 37-30. Technically 37-23 at home to the Bengals, man.
It was a horrific. It was basically a repeat of what happened last year against the Bengals, except there was no Ben Roethlisberger.
Pretty much. This was absolute bad, man. This was an all-in-all bad game. A couple cool spark plays. We got a little, we were a little surprised in the first half because it seemed like the offense and the defense swapped the way they play football.
Yeah.
The defense was terrible. The offense was solid, getting points on the board, leading at halftime. And then in the second half, the entire team said, I don't want to play no more.
Nah, I did my part. We reached our goal. We
reached our minimum. We reached our limit. We reached our max. We reached our goals. We completed the mission. 20 points. That's it. We can stop. This team sucks. This team is really bad. We already knew that.
But Jesus Christ, for the Steelers, week in and week out, they put themselves in these situations that are extremely winnable.
But they don't.
They give up.
There's no aggression.
They don't care.
They're just conservative, man. Again, this takes me back to the Miami game. We had all second half to win, and we didn't. It was crushing. This reminds me of that. How many times in the second half did we have chances to take the lead back? Even after the Watt pick. What happened? 3 and out field goal. That's it. Whatever happened in the first half, I don't know. Someone might have drugged Canada. I don't know. But in the second half,
oh, them drugs wore off.
Oh my God, it was bad, man. And it goes to show you that Canada obviously still has to go. We know he's not going to go. We can say it week in and week out. We do say it week in and week out. But he's not going to go. He's not going to go until next season. And if he does, we're probably still going to promote the guy under, which is
Mike Sullivan.
Just based on history. The Fichtner experiment didn't work, so they did that same thing with Canada. They might do the same thing with Sullivan next year.
But that's for next year. And we still got...
At this point, I can't wait till next year. Because we have the Colts next week on Monday night in primetime. Under the lights again, only we go on to the road. The Colts haven't beaten us since 2008. But for the first time, when I look at us facing the Colts every year, I don't say that's a win.
And they got Jeff Saturday, a man that has not coached or has very, considering he's only coached 2 games now, very little coaching experience in the NFL.
But he's been bringing competitiveness to that squad.
Yeah, he has.
They won their first matchup under Saturday, and they lost to the Eagles by 1 point. Almost beating them. bringing the fight to probably the best team in the NFL. And now they're facing a Pittsburgh Steelers team that was terrible all game.
And completely gave up. And
a Steelers defense that was the worst I've seen this starting defense in a long time. Fully healthy. Without the Bengals having Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon.
Yeah. A bad performance by the team in general. And a bad performance by the coaches as well, including Mike Tomlin.
A bad performance overall by just everybody. No changes, no adjustments. The players were whacked. The coaching schemes were terrible. No player adjustments. Nothing. Nothing.
Everybody failed today.
Everybody failed. And these issues are being very reoccurrent and very they're becoming more apparent week after week and honestly year after year. And it goes to show you that the reason why that is because the guy's still there. I'm not saying get rid of him, but because this year, and it seems like he's about to have his first losing season, those issues he's had that were kind of swept under the rug because of obvious reasons, they're being a lot more apparent now. And honestly, his issues are, I suppose you could say, exposed. I'm not saying get rid of him, but holy hell, are they really being shown now?
Yeah.
And
I mean, if I have to pick a positive out of this game, it's maybe one or two, and one of them's Najee Harris.
Yeah, I mean,
ever since the first half of the season, he wasn't really been himself. First half of the season, since the second half of the season, he's been showing up. He's been busting his ass. He's been playing good. He had 20 carries for 90 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. One of them was garbage time.
But still, I mean, he had 50-plus yards in the first half. His second straight week of doing that. He struggled to get 50 in the whole game the first half of the season. So,
I like what I'm seeing from Najee. You know, he's growing week by week.
Right.
Now, the player that we all anticipated from the start of the season. You know, we're getting that right now.
But other than that, like, there's nothing good to say about this team. And heading into the Colts, I'm not confident for once, man. You know, the Colts still suck, and they're not that great. We aren't any better. We're probably worse. In fact, I would say we are worse. At least the Colts have fight now under a new head coach.
Yeah.
At least Jonathan Taylor's getting something going.
Yep.
So, we got the Colts next week. I think it's in Indianapolis. It's on primetime Monday night. Another primetime game that's going to be so underwhelming because, I don't know, it seems like NFL primetime games have been so sucky this year. But this team sucked, bro. This team absolutely sucked. There's nothing really much else to say. We already said what we had to say.
No, that's pretty much the recap. Just let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let us know what you think about the team, the coaches, the positives and negatives. You know, just whatever. Let us know down in the comments.
And we'll have the preview up pretty soon. This week as it's the holiday week. It's the Thanksgiving week coming up. So we'll get that preview up and everything, as well as the picks coming up for this week.
Yeah.
Other than that, you guys have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy Sunday Night Football if you're watching it. Otherwise, I'm going to try to drink my sorrows away. I'm going to have a few ICs after this. I think we all need to. So you guys have a great one. Try to have a great one.
Enjoy your holiday, too.
Yeah, exactly.
As Thanksgiving is coming up this Thursday.
So, but the Steelers just suck, man. They just suck.
I'm just going to close out like this. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace. And that's that.
We suck, bro. Like, we really, 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 really suck.